Okay, I'm going to go through Wisdom Tree today. I saw this in IBD. They had an article, interesting title, NVIDIA gets nicked, but this cheap stock may be a wise pick. And so I'm looking at it as I often do. IBD's a great newspaper. They got great, just really, really great trading ideas there. And I like the way this is shaping up on the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, you can see this really kind of topped out for a while at $7.50. But since that breakout, it's up 60%, over 60%. Now, this is up at the top of the range, obviously. Unless you're blind, you can see this pretty clearly. So at 12 bucks, there's some resistance here, but the trend is pretty clear. You know, it's really clear. And so it's really kind of cleared this nasty V bottom and is on its way back up. Guess what? Along with the rest of the market. So anyway, so now I'm going to the daily chart, and you can see I draw this this vertical line. This is on the Wednesday after the election, just kind of as a reference because we did get a pretty big gap and run for the most part. But in fact, if you look at this, so we see the gap up here, and then it's essentially, other than like one day, it just continued to run. Now you can look at the S&P, and this was the gap, ran up for about 4 days, and then it's had a big pullback. Same thing with the Dow Jones, ran up for about 4 days and had a big pullback. Now, the test of support, prior breakout, current support, that was all good. It was really good, right? But then if we look at Wisdom Tree, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what's the difference that you see? The difference is this really didn't pull back much at all. It held like for 1 day, and then boom, this thing shot up. One retracement here, but even then, look, this was an intraday high and an intraday low. It just had a bad closing location where the stock ETF, whatever you want to call it, closed right at the low of the day, as opposed to most of these others right near the high of the day. So when I look at this, I see a really, really strong chart. The stock's up here, broken out above this last high. I think I wouldn't buy it right here, but this is what I would do. I'd track this 8-day exponential moving average. And I'd use this as a reference for where I buy. This is a kind of almost a classic Scotty McGregor swing trade. Tracking the 8-day moving average. Sooner or later, this thing's going to hit it. And frankly, even if it hits it up here or up here, that's still the better way to trade, because you're buying it at, the idea isn't like where you buy it. It's what the difference is between where you buy it and where you sell it. That's really what matters. And so to be waiting for the best entry, to be waiting for a little pullback or even just a drift sideways to the 8-day moving average, that's really the best way to trade this stock. But essentially, here's the deal. This is one that I think has the capability to just continue to run higher. So you can be a buyer of this stock. Just make sure you have some kind of stop. You've got some kind of risk management in place. So at any given time, you are defining exactly what your maximum loss will be. If you can do that, you're going to stay in the game a lot longer, and you're going to make some real maximum gains. Okay. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. Guys, I see a few of you hanging in here, watching, and hopefully learning. So I'll see you next time.